Hello, I am the Swedish game dev, and today I'm going to try something new, at least for me. I am going to design a monster for a tabletop role-playing game. And don't worry, if you're one of my Ren'Py viewers, you can use this process to design a monster for your Ren'Py game also. Anyway, let's get started. Ever since I was a wee lad, I have loved drawing. I started with drawing monsters from Super Mario Brothers, you know, the first one, back in the 80s. So yeah, I'm that freaking old. So the natural starting point for me when designing a monster is by drawing one. A really cool way of coming up with a concept for a monster is just filling a page with random freaking doodles. I mean, lines that you have created with no thought at all. This feels very easy and there's no pressure, you don't have to achieve something, it doesn't have to be pretty. Just doodle away with forms and shapes until you have a couple of doodles that you can work with. The next step is staring at these doodles, like when you're staring at a cloud and you start to see strange things and faces in the clouds. Or maybe that's just me, but maybe it's also you. And when you start seeing something in the doodles, you start filling those things in with an ink pen, or a digital ink pen, as I do in this case, because I'm using Procreate. And when you have found one of the doodles that feels worth investing time in, you continue filling in and building out the details. And of course, you can also sketch more, which you can see that I did. And I choose to continue with the one in the upper middle. And what I did was just simply filling in what I thought I saw, and then created new ideas from these things. So firstly I created the eye, and then I thought maybe he has two hands and probably he has a weird robe, and then maybe the robe is patched and he has a weird tail, and so on and so forth. So if you're trying this, just have fun, relax and experiment, and let your ideas build from each other and everything will be fine. Now the next step is the personality of the monster. For this step I'm going to be lazy but creative, so I'm opening up two of my favorite role-playing games, Vaesen and Dragonbane, both from Free League, not sponsored by the way, and I look up the personality traits tables. And then I roll some dice, and the tables will give me inspiration for the personality and flaws of this monster. And after some rolling and some reading, we have a great guy that is both hateful, dirty, drunk and nearsighted, among other things. And no, I'm not referring to myself, thank you very much. I'm talking about this guy.
Zargeist, the poet of pain.
Yeah, I'm a nerd. Anyway, so after I've exported my image from Procreate and put it on my computer, I opened up my trustworthy Pages. Yes, I know there's better word processors than Pages, but it was the first one available. And then I just had fun typing out Zargeist's personality, and no, the name was not generated by AI, if you're wondering, it just came to me on a walk yesterday, thank you very much. And the process of developing his rules was really fun, and my goal was to keep the rules vague enough that they could be used in almost any tabletop RPG system, but also specific enough so you can get inspiration and use him in your games. Whether it be D&D or Vaesen or Dragonbane or Call Cthulhu or whatever you like. I came up with some cool spells and some cool abilities with a little tongue-in-cheek, because that's the way I like it, I guess. And after some fiddling and correcting stuff, and on correcting the language, I say thank you ChatGPT, because there I used it, but only to correct the language, since English isn't my first language. And after that was done, and correcting the document back and forth in another program, Affinity Designer, it's a great alternative to Adobe Illustrator if you don't want to pay a monthly fee. So if you're interested in graphic design software, I strongly recommend Affinity Designer. Anyway, when all that fiddling was said and done, I exported my file and I put it on itch.io. So if you want to try this monster out, you can find it on itch.io. It's totally free, and I will put a link in the description of this video so you can find it. And I'd be really glad if you did download and try to use this monster in your role-playing campaign, or maybe in your Ren'Py game. I'd love to get some feedback either on this video or on itch.io, because I haven't played tested this monster and it would be cool to see if it's fun to have in a role-playing game. Well, Anyway, me and Zargeist thank you for watching this video, and maybe I've inspired you to create your own monster. Hopefully I did, and I wish you a great day or evening or whenever you watch this video. Take care, and I'll see you soon in another video. Bye.